Hi everyone, welcome to your mid-October reading. This is going to be the 4 piles that we have picked out for you today. We have pile 1 with the petrified wood, as well as we have some runes to help you pick your pile or piles. Follow your intuition. We have the Ansuz rune as well for pile 1. For pile 2, we have this Pyrite skull, staying in the spooky vibes for October, as well as the Sowilo rune. For pile 3, we have this Citrine cluster, as well as the Berkano rune. And then finally for pile 4, we have this rainbow fluorite ghostie, as well as the Kenaz rune. So take as much time as you need to pick your piles. We're going to be clarifying today again with the Trick or Treat Tarot deck. If for any important astrology dates, follow along for the next part. We're going to go down into those with as well as the pre-shuffle cards. Do the same at the same time. And anything that's really important is going to be October 17th for the full moon in Aries. And then we're officially beginning October season for the spooky season. Sun enters Scorpio on October 22nd. So if you'd like to follow along and know more about the astrology, keep watching. If not, we'll see you in your piles. Welcome back. This is going to be the pre-shuffling part of the reading, as well as if you wanted to know more about the astrology that is happening for the rest of October. I have the 4 piles here, and while I'm talking, I'm going to be pre-shuffling the cards. The spread that we're doing, as usual, is the theme, the challenges, how to overcome the challenges, the blessings, how to attract the blessings, and then any advice that Spirit wants to let you know about for the rest of the month. So let's get started. This is going to be the theme. And for the astrology, so starting October 15th, we have Venus trining Neptune. And this is the day for the dreamers, following any of your dreams that you and your daydreams that you've been having. Definitely a good time for romance and anything creative. Next, we have October 17th. Now, this is probably the most, I guess, chaotic of the days. There's 3 things happening. First, we have the full moon in Aries. Make sure that you take control during that time. Push past any limits that you might be putting on yourself or others are putting on you. The only limits that you have are really what you allowed to have. And then also on that day, we have Venus entering Sagittarius. Also a very good time for romance, but definitely like the time to like get to know and sharing your goals if you are looking for a relationship. This could also be the relationship with yourself, getting to know yourself, getting to know your goals. And also that day, we have Venus sextiling Pluto. And this definitely is another time to like seize the day and go after exactly what you want. And these are going to be the cards for the challenges. Could be getting some challenges here with getting to know what you want. Sometimes it's a little hard because we're kind of like torn between a couple options, but hey, why not have all of them? And next we have October 21st. We're going to have Mercury trining Saturn. Now this is going to be a day that's going to feel a bit off. If anything that your intuition is telling you that is off, it is definitely a time to listen to it, as it probably is off. So make sure that on the 21st, anything that you feel off, you listen to yourself. Next, we have October 22nd. The sun is going to square Pluto. You might feel this is a time that we might feel a little bit obsessed with winning, like kind of winning at all costs. Be careful not being a sore winner if you do end up getting everything that you want. It's nobody likes a sore winner. Also, on October 22nd, this is when the sun enters Scorpio. And this is the official spooky season, the mysterious, the haunting, and the powerful. So, with the veil being extra thin at this time, make sure you listen to all the downloads that you get, especially. And we're going to have October, the Halloween very soon, which is the thinnest day for the veil. And then October 24th, we are going to have Mars sextiling Uranus. And this is a day for breakthrough. So being able to see any sort of solutions that you've been waiting for, this is going to be very heightened in that day. October 28th, we have Mars trine Neptune, which is definitely a time of enlightenment. So your third eye is going to be very open. If you've already had an enlightenment, it'll probably be a little bit more like down low key, not anything super extreme. But we also have Venus squaring Saturn, which could make it hard for you to connect with other people. So that day, October 28th, is definitely a time to like not push for your relationships. It's more like the relationship with yourself. So like if you're shy, especially, you're going to feel a little bit more withdrawn, maybe misunderstood. So just be mindful of that. Just take the time for take a me day for that day, for October 28th. Next we have October 30th. We have Mercury opposing Uranus. And that day, following along with the kind of hard to connect today, it might be hard to get the answers that you want or anything important that you're looking, like any important information. It might not be the day to push for answers as well, October 30th. Next, we have the last day, October 31st, the very thin veil there. We have also Mercury trining Neptune. So since the veil is going to be so thin, this is going to be the time to definitely use your intuition if you want to do some tarot readings for yourself as well. You might get the answers that you were seeking during that time. Maybe nothing concrete, but you will get the divinely guided answers. So, last but not least, we have our main pre-shuffled cards. Now we're going to get any sort of advice that Spirit would like to share. And that'll be our pre-shuffled part. One more shuffle here. And yeah, that is all that is happening astrologically for the rest of October. Nothing too major. Definitely sometimes too... It's still kind of with Venus like going all over the place, still kind of a time for romance, but it is dying down a little bit. So if you are looking for that relationship, get the answers that you need, get to know the person. If you're looking to start something, now is definitely the time rather than the end of October. But yeah, this is your pre-shuffle cards. We got the astrology down. We'll see you in your piles. Bye, guys. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Ansuz rune, as well as this petrified wood, then this is going to be your reading. As always, we're going to take a look at the theme for the rest of the month, the challenges coming up, how to overcome those challenges, the blessings that are coming up, and how to attract those blessings. And then we're going to take a look at any advice that we have from Spirit. So let's get started with the theme. Let's see what... Oh, and also for the Ansuz rune, it's all about communication and insight, as well as order. So if you were drawn to this pile, this might be a little heads up as to what the energy is going to be all about. So for the theme, we have a clockwork pumpkin, a wonderful idea, the aha moment. So again, following along the theme of the insight, let's clarify this wonderful idea here. The past energies that are going to influence. We have the Five of Cups. And she's totally like, oh, look at those cups. Oops, my bad. She doesn't look very sad as you would usually see from the Five of Cups. It almost looks like she meant to do that. So it's all like a blessing in disguise type of thing that you were probably expecting. Let's take a look at the future energies. Clarify these. The Ace of Cups. And what I'm getting from that is something that you let go for your own well-being. Definitely to fill up your own cup. Something that wasn't, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but then you were like, actually, I'm getting out of this. I'm jumping ship for my own well-being. So yeah, any insight or divine inspiration is going to be very important at this time for the rest of October. And it's probably going to come through communication, either from spirit or other people. You'll have to see how the energies play out there. But it's definitely prime time to move towards some goals that you've been having. Let's take a look at what is going to influence this, or like the challenges that are going to be coming up for the rest of October. We have the Mummy with change. Could be having some difficulty moving through the change. We're almost like still basking in that energy that like, yeah, I did that and I'm okay with it. But there's a little uneasiness with like moving forward with the plan. But let's clarify that. I'm also getting something like you're trying to keep something past the expiration date. Almost like banana bread. You keep those bananas and then you end up having like 15 in your freezer. You're like, no one's ever banana bread. But clarifying that, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, we got to put in the work here for sure. A change that needs to have some work put into. And you know, anything that it's anything that like a mummy, it's like trying to preserve something, but it never really stays the same. So maybe it's just these little changes that need to happen underneath here. We have the Eight of Cups. So 2 8s here. And you see the pumpkin here with all the pumpkins, like all these little pumpkins here, all these tiny little changes to get the big pumpkin, which is the one that's going to be for your Ace of Cups here. The pumpkin that you really want. Got pumpkin here again. Clockwork pumpkin. Very pumpkin-y. I know it's like Halloween season, but and we have Halloween themed decks. Yeah, definitely looking for the big pumpkin. Double 8, definitely probably something that you've been working on, maybe like materially, like in the 3D. It needs to have more of a grounded approach to it. Let's take a look at how to overcome these challenges. Get over that little like almost writer's block. We have Voices with 42, with a tug at the gut feeling, then them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. So definitely follow the voices that you've been hearing. They're probably your own, but not the screams, because anxiety screams and your intuition whispers. So you need to follow those little voices. And when they let themselves known, that's when you need to move forward. It's not a race, it's a marathon. But let's clarify. Another eight. Eight of Wands. Yeah, we need some movement here. All these bats. It's almost like you don't know where all these wands are coming from, but it's just following the ones. Some are upside down, some are, because bats they only see with like ultrasound, so not with your eyes. Definitely following your intuition here for sure. But again with the eight, so eight is probably going to be like, if you're looking for signs, looking for eights, if any repeating eights, if you see eight all the time, look out for that. Underneath here we have the Magician. Yeah, making something happen. If it is romantic, because I am like being drawn to romance here, like don't let an opportunity expire, especially with the Mummy here. It like, you might be thinking that it's going to be just like your ex, or just like so and so, or like a friendship. It's like, oh, I'm just going to get used again, but it's like, it's not going to get preserved the exact same way. So that's what I'm getting, is like, it's not going to be the same. What's stopping us is like that anxiety. It's telling us, oh, it's just going to be the same. There's no point in going after it. And definitely don't delay on making plans with the Eight of Wands here. It's going to be for anything inspirational. When you get those voices, that's when you need to act, for sure. Let's take a look at the blessings now. We have sextile, a combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situation. Yeah, and it's almost like, especially with her face here, it's like, oops, like the tension and flow. It's like you're embracing the chaos type of energy. It's like you're okay with it. You're almost grateful for the tension and the flow. And you know, it teaches you where to relax the control as well. Whenever you see like have tension somewhere, it means that that's where something you need to work on, because you're trying to control it too much. Let's clarify here. I'm going to clarify the tension. Two of Cups, okay. So connection for sure. Either romantic or platonic. Seems pretty like a lot of you guys is going to be romantic. But let's clarify the flow. Where's the flow as well? The Four of Pentacles, sitting on his laurels here. Again with the pumpkins. Sitting on a bunch of pumpkins. But it's almost like we're not letting the pumpkins flow. We're just sitting on them when they want to be brought down. So definitely, like, you're gonna get to notice where all these pumpkins are coming from. And we're speaking pumpkins, but this is all about ideas and aha moments. Yeah, and the potential is only what it could be. If there's no action, which we're needing a lot of, then it's just, that's what it is. It's just a potential. It never really manifests. Sorry about that, guys. My camera cut out, but let's continue here. So yeah, all about the pumpkins. Let's see how to attract these pumpkins. How do you attract these pumpkins? We have I am safe with the number 36 here. Yeah, trust the wave that you're on. It like, it might seem like, yes, you need to put action, but it like, if it's not moving, it's because we're not either putting the action towards it, or it's not really the time to put the action. We're putting the action on something that is not going to get us forward. But trust the wave that you're on. If you're not feeling it, don't push it. If you feel those niggles, go after them for sure. And I'm noticing the numbers here as well. We have 39 here, 36. It's like 369 is also going to be like very important in this time. Like 39, 36. Let's clarify this though. Because you know, there is a like the 369 manifestation. It's like, if you want to manifest something, you write it 3 times in the morning, 6 during the day, and then 9 times at night. Maybe that's something that's trying to get your attention here. Let's clarify. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, like a rite of passage here. But she's alone here. So with the connection, it might, like, sometimes it's hard to hear, but it might not be the right connection. It's like you like, it's almost better to be alone type of thing. Because it's like that cup is there, but there's like that person is hidden there. We had a little spider there. I don't know if you noticed, but I did. Where'd it go? Well, it's gone. And yeah, so it's like 39, 36, and then we have the like 69. It's like combining the two, the 6 and the 9. It's like a chapter already begun. And it's like we need to put in some actions to have a successful ending towards it. Yeah, because we have the 3 and we have the with the 39 and the 36. And we have the 42 here. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely about a romance for a lot of you. And if it's not about a romance, it's about a connection. And what I'm seeing here, if it's a connection, it's like somebody is not being nurturing towards the connection. They're like, it's just an empty cup. They're like giving you the cup and like you fill it. But it's like, no, you need to have that give and take. But yeah, definitely like experiment, see what works, what doesn't work for you. And that's how you get to the end successfully, right? You need to experiment. Underneath here we have the Hermit. Yeah, take the time. Take the time to, it's okay to be a hermit sometimes. That's when you really get to know your energy. And you know that this person that's like trying to get their cup filled, that could be you as well. You'll have to figure out for your own situation, but this is a general reading, so there's going to be a lot of different scenarios for a lot of different peoples. But let's take a look at the advice. For me, if I can't make it fun, I'm just not going to be able to do it. Yeah, maybe we're trying to be inspired too seriously. But we get the inspiration when it's fun, when we make it fun. And oh, again with the 369, like that's definitely a sign that you are on the right path to that rite of passage here. You are safe. Because that's the vibration of the universe, 369, the Fibonacci, like expanding. Next we have, I've always enjoyed enjoying things. Yeah, so maybe we're not enjoying things anymore. And that's where we need to bring back that fire. That's where all the pumpkins, they're going past their expiration date because we're not taking action towards those pumpkins. Like keeping it for a rainy day. We're like, when we do that, then we could have used that rainy day for another thing that could have actually used it. We have, yeah, I guess I do stuff, but I don't feel like an actual thing yet. So yeah, feeling like you're the things that you're doing are not really amounting to nothing. That doesn't you can have the biggest ripples effect, and like you just gotta keep doing it. You just gotta keep working at it. Like what I see here is that you're definitely aligned with the rhythm of the universe. And it's like you just need that last little bit of insight that'll help you like completely clear out the clutter and like just help you on your way. Well, just be on the lookout for those voices. And don't sit on those pumpkins for too long. Don't let them go past the expiration date. There's obviously one that really wants to be known, and that's going to be your aha moment. And yeah, that is all that I see for you, pile one. If you'd like to find more ways to support me, you can check out the description box, as well as I do have the crochet pattern for these little pumpkins. They don't rot, so you can make a bunch of those. Sit on those pumpkins instead. It'll give you a little bit of inspiration because it's like checking like something, like I did those. And yeah, we'll see you in another reading if you picked a different pile as well. If not, we'll see you another time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Sowilo rune, as well as this very shiny pyrite skull, then this is going to be your reading. Let's see if he'll stand up. There we go. He has no choice because he's on the candle. So, as always, for the rest of October, we're going to be taking a look at the theme of the rest of the month, the challenges, how to overcome the challenges, the blessings, and then how to attract the blessings. And then we're going to take a look at any pieces of advice that Spirit has for us for the rest of October. So this first card is going to be for the theme. Oh, and also, I keep forgetting to explain the runes, but Sowilo is all about success, wholeness, and sensuality. So if this is something that you resonate with, this is probably your pile. Welcome. And then this one is going to be all about the theme. We have the Violet Duchess, stifled, bored, and stuck. You might be feeling a little stuck here. Like stuck in success almost is what I'm getting. But let's clarify. It's like almost all the, like, you're tired of winning almost, which is a weird energy to be in. But hey, it takes all kinds of energies to make a world. So let's take a look at the past influences here. We have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, all right. Yeah, again, keeping with the theme is like you're almost like, it's like I've been there, done that. I have everything that I want, but I'm still bored. It's like you're in need of that chaos and that like adventure. Let's clarify the future energies influencing this. The Tower, there's that chaos. Yeah, you're gonna get that chaos and that adventure that you need. And it's almost like you're gonna do it yourself. Like you're bringing down the tower yourself because you're so bored. You're bored of that stability almost. It's like just sitting here eating my cookie. I got everything I want, but it's not enough. Like I still feel trapped. Underneath the deck here, we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna attract. So 2 queens here. Definitely, you're gonna get some stuff done here. I'm very curious as to what the Tower is for you. If you want to let me know in the comments, I do read those. But yeah, definitely like spicing things up, probably in a relationship because we have sensuality here. Like it needs something a little more. Or maybe something that's already successful and needs a little change and needs a little tweak here and there. And it looks like you're going to do it. Let's take a look at the challenges. We have the Skull of Darkness, blind spots. I'm kind of getting like you're turning a blind eye to the change here. And also, it's like this skull would not stand up to like save its life at all. It was being very dramatic and it kept just falling over the entire time. That's why in the intro, I just decided to leave him face down because I wasn't dealing with it anymore. And it's almost like, yeah, it just seems like it's not doing what I wanted to do. So it just gave up. And that, like, it was just like going with the flow instead of like, I had to have him stand up. And now I'm just using it as the candle. So it's like just switching your perspective. Like looking at those blind spots is going to help you move forward, get out of that stuckness, that boredom. And it's also like the candle is burning on his skull. So I almost feel like you need to have the candle burn in your heart instead. So like all those inspirations, they need to be like from your heart instead of your mind. And your heart is all about the intuition as well. Let's clarify the skull of darkness though for the challenges. All right, so we got a little bit of a story here, but I'm just going to take this one. We have the strength. And again, coming back to if this is romantically speaking, it's like we need a little bit of that romance put back into the relationship, making lighter of things, putting some of that chaos because it's been too stuck. It's been too of the same. And here we have the Two of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Six of Swords, lots of sixes, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, okay. So story time, what I'm getting here is it's almost like if this is a masculine energy, it's like the masculine's not really putting in that effort. He's kind of waiting for that offer type thing. And you're kind of just, you're focused on something else here. So that's why, like, if it's relationship wise, it's staying kind of stagnant because you got bigger fish to fry. It's like trying to bridge the gap between the two here. It's like two minds coming together. Or if this is just for you, if you don't have somebody else, it's like bridging. It's almost like, yeah, the masculine energy, which is all about action and doing, is kind of like on the back burner here. Or it needs to be on the back burner is what I'm getting. It needs to sit down so the feminine aspect of you can shine. But let's put these away for now. What do we have underneath the deck? We have the Eight of Swords, again with the stuckness. And then we have the Mummy here. If you were drawn to pile number 1, I would recommend it. If not, don't, just keep watching. But yeah, so let's see how to overcome these challenges. We have rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. Yeah, definitely needs some change somewhere, some chaos, some tower. You're going to need to figure out where that's coming from, but because it's going to be different for everybody. This is a general reading, so it's going to be different energies for everybody. But let's clarify. We have the Three of Wands. And I'm getting, again, the turning a blind eye here. We're not looking at the blind spots. It's like the solution could be just right next to us, but we're not looking. We're kind of just like focused with those, whatever those horses have, like the blinders or whatever. There's only one way, and that's the way. But that's how you get stuck and bored, because you don't see all those different like chaotic energies that you could be using to your advantage. And you know, change is inevitable here, so definitely it's not something that you should delay. The more you rest on it, the bigger the tower will be, and you're not going to be the one pulling the trigger on the tower. Let's just say that. It's going to be the universe. You're like, all right, well, I can feel that you're bored, so I'm going to get you on board. You might not like it, but so that's why, like, if you can, do it yourself. It'll be a whole lot better. And the change is meant to get you out of boredom. When you stay in the boredom, your mind will either go crazy or it'll get inspired. It'll decide to find a way to get on board. So you go work with the extremes here. You got to figure it out for yourself. Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's like a lot of ideas that we're not working on. Play a bit with your shadow side as well. Yeah, definitely. Let your dark side have a little bit of a go. Probably wants to take the wheel for a little bit. Wants to be taken out for a spin. Let's take a look at the blessings, though. We have Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. So blessings that are coming, you're definitely going to start feeling like, if you do end up doing the change, that is, for the future energies, you're gonna be able to step out and like feel more confident for sure. And you know, anything that we do that we are scared at, it could be just talking to somebody, it could be jumping off a cliff, anything that is scary to us, that is called bravery. We're doing something that we're scared. That is bravery. That's strength. Let's clarify this. This one kind of wanted to come out, the Chariot. Being pulled between a couple things. Move this a bit. Without the Fool. Something new. Definitely, we need new energies here. And with the Independence here, you know how we had like the two kings and then the two like female energies? Like bringing the two together is going to bring you a lot of independence as well. Oh, and I just noticed, look, it's the candle on the heart here. You know, I was talking about the candle on the head. Yes, like you're definitely going to attract those with the blessing. You're going to start using your heart more than your heart, which is fine. They're like, you need to use both. Using that change here. See how the red rose here, and this death is giving the white rose. It's like you're giving the okay for your shadow side to come out, because it's just as innocent as you are, and just as pure as like your light side. I just completely there. That's perfect. Much better. Let's take a look at how to attract these blessings. I am forgiving. Yeah, definitely. If you want to attract these blessings, you gotta forgive yourself for not like, for the inaction, for being lazy, if you will. I don't really think that anybody really is lazy. There's just like we need to recoup sometimes. There's a time to do, there's a time to like self-care, and it's just like forgiving yourself for taking the time that you needed. And you know, the wheel keeps turning with or without you, so if you get that downtime, to take it. Let's clarify. We have the Three of Swords, and this could have been, yeah, like stuck because of something that's happened. I feel like you're going to be taking yourself out of that almost like victim mentality. Like You're going to take yourself out of that because you're not a victim. Moving forward for sure. And like underneath here, yeah, we have the Eight of Swords again here. So this is definitely, whatever this Three of Swords is for you, forgiving yourself, forgiving, and that forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. Those are two completely different things. Forgiving is just if somebody else did this to you, it's forgiving is just saying that, like, okay, we, like, the energies weren't the same. They obviously, they were either like, they were scumbag. I forgive them for being such a low vibing shit, but I'm moving on. I have better things to do. I'm that queen over here. Or that king if you were a man, for sure. Queen, and like, those are just energies. But taking the time to take care of yourself, which the queen, the female energies, is all about taking care, nurturing yourself and others, is definitely what you were supposed to be doing. That's how you get to see those blind spots too. And yeah, definitely if you've been overworking yourself, work needs to take a back burner. It needs to take a back seat for a bit. Just like if you've been you've been in the back seat for too long, you need to, whichever way you are, you need to take control. And self-care is also taking control, because you're giving yourself that time to recoup, to get the two energies back playing together, getting your independence back, your passion, because we all have both female and male energies. Let's take a look at the advice though. Yeah, it's okay. You're not supposed to be doing anything right now. So I get the sense that a lot of you have been on a pause, and that's okay. That's exactly what you were supposed to be doing. Once you're ready, the universe will wait for you. It's there. I mean, like I said, it keeps turning with or without you. So whether you're on the wheel or off the wheel, or you're letting the wheel like take you wherever, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Throw stuff at walls, see what sticks. If nothing sticks, hang out in the pile. So maybe some things like seem to not work almost. It's almost like you had everything again at the start, and it's like nothing was moving forward. That's probably because the universe was stopping you from moving forward, because you needed to take care of yourself. You needed to do nothing right now. You got to enjoy your things too. You can't work and work and work and just not enjoy. Yes, hi. I'd like for everything to stay the same. That's probably the energy that you've been. And then we have 5-5 here, double change. Double negative is what I'm getting. Double negative makes a positive, so if everything stays the same too much, that's where we get stuck too. Like, no, we don't want everything to stay the same. The only constant in life is change. Also, when your mind gets depleted, your heart gets depleted, everything gets depleted. So that, like, yeah, it's maybe it's hard work, but that's the biggest work that you should worry about. Yes, we need money, but you can't make money if you're depleted. So yeah, definitely take that pause for sure. And when you feel ready, get out there, get that, pull the switch on that tower for yourself. And then see whatever stays, whatever like goes away, and forgive whatever does, whatever stays, or whatever stays goes away. It was all meant for you to fly, to get to where we're going, to get out of that stuckness. But yeah, that is all that I see for you, pile 2. If you chose a different pile, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you in another reading. Hello, pile three, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Berkano rune, which is all about birth, life change, and secrets, as well as the Citrine cluster, welcome to your reading. Let's put it right here. So as always, we're going to be taking a look at the theme for the rest of the month, the challenges, how to overcome the challenges, the blessings, and how to attract the blessings. And then finally, we're going to take a look at any advice that Spirit has for us or the universe, whatever resonates with you or God. And yeah, so let's get into it. We're going to clarify with the Trick or Treat Tarot. So let's get with the theme here. We have the Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit. What I'm getting right away, and I know it's not going to resonate with everybody, but especially with birth here, if you were wondering about the sex of the gender reveal, if you don't want to know, don't listen to the next part. But if you did, probably going to be a little girl, and I know that's not going to resonate with everybody, but I had to say it because it came through. Let's clarify the past energies influencing this. The Eight of Pentacles, something we've been working real hard at. And the future energies. Eight of Swords, double eight. This Eight of Swords has been coming out in every single pile. So if you were drawn to all the piles, there's probably that reason right there. Anything that we're feeling stuck. So, but this is what I'm getting, is that we're going on to like feeling a little stuck. And that's good because we've been working so hard. So now it's time for our little spirit to get rejuvenated. Got Two of Wands here. Yeah, taking the time for to get that energy back into the flow. And it's like all this work that you've put in, it's like you've already grown through the mud with the lotus here especially. So you've already grown. And there's nothing more that needs to be done other than work on your own spirit. Because yes, there's the spirit for the universe, but there's also your spirit. We're all spirit. We're all energy. And I'm getting the sense that you know a lot more than you let on. And that's okay. You don't need to tell everybody all your business. You don't need all those energies in your energy. Let's take a look at the challenges for the rest of October. We have Barmbrack, sweetness and synergy. Okay. It doesn't really feel like a challenge for me, but the one thing that is popping up, it's almost like you're too eager to know about something, like to know what you're getting, because the barmbrack is all about it's like you bake a loaf of bread and then you put like items in it. I believe it was like a coin for prosperity, a pea there was going to be no marriage, a ring there was going to be marriage, the stick it was like something bad is gonna happen, and then the cloth was like super bad luck or something, and it's like you're almost too eager to know what you're gonna get, and like you're ruining the surprise, almost like the gender reveal here. If like with your partner, you didn't want to, like one didn't want to know and the other wanted to know, but it's like don't spoil it type of thing. And it's like when you plant a seed, you don't fuck with it to see if it like it's rooted. You have to let it grow. Let's clarify that though, but that is what I'm getting with this. We have the Nine of Cups. So it's definitely something about a wish. And again, like, I don't know if you watched the last reading that I did, but I was like feeling very negative like vibes from these Nine of Cups. It's almost like it was poisoned, but it's like don't think that it's going to be poison, because then that's where you're going to attract the poison. Like, it's not going to be sweet anymore when you're spoiling something to somebody. Nine of Pentacles on here as well. It's like changing the focus. Like, if you're one of those that like literally cannot keep a secret, just focus on something else. That's not the time. Like, lots of doubles coming up. So maybe you're getting twins if it's all about birth. But if you're not, just like, don't come at me in the comments if you can't get pregnant, or like it's just something in about twos. Maybe you're getting two opportunities. Maybe you're finally bridging the two energies, like your feminine and masculine, together from your spirit. Let's take a look at how to overcome these challenges, which it doesn't seem very challenging to me. And I got the Nine of Cups. We have the underworld. Hand over your known. A shift is near. Take a leap. Your journey is clear. If you're keeping any secrets, probably not the time to like to drop a bomb on somebody right now, is what I'm getting. But let's clarify that. The Fool. And I'm getting again to change the focus somewhere else here. And now I'm getting a different group of you guys that could be a secret does need to be known for something to move forward. Something that you've been wishing for. Take whatever resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. But underneath here we have the Magician. Definitely something you've been trying to manifest. Let's take a look at the blessings. We have House 9 with spiritual growth. And you know, for I don't know if you watched the astrology part, but on October 28th is going to be a very good day for spiritual growth, which seems to be very important in your reading. So I would take a look. Like, we're probably learning big lessons on that day. And that change is probably like you're going to be able to show a lot more maturity. That doesn't mean to like not let your inner child shine anymore. Definitely not. That's what maturity is like you're able to show maturity while you're still like taking care of your inner child. That's bridging the two energies together. Probably not resonating with like anything past energies, something that we're trying to move away from. And like we're starting fresh here. But let's clarify. We have the Death card here. Yeah, again, showing up with your dark side. And this is something that came out in pile 2 if you were drawn there. There might be some more messages there for you, but your dark side is just as like beautiful and innocent as your light side. And it's definitely being able to show it more. And I'm getting the feeling like you're heading definitely towards the like zero fucks kind of vibes over here. You're over it. You're over anything that is not good for your spirit. You don't got time for that anymore. The King of Wands. Yeah, you're so over it. Like anybody that just wants to steal all your crumbs, you can have the crumbs, but I'm building something else over here. Completely unbothered. Let's take a look at how do we attract that. I get instantly queen bee energy here. I am determined. Yeah, and bees don't waste time telling flies that honey is better than shit. They just don't. There's no time for pittiness. You're just completely over it. And if it's about a relationship, which I mean, it could be, you're definitely on that vibe that you don't want to compete anymore. You want to collaborate. There's no this or that. It's like you want all the energies that you can get so you can move forward here with the two Bs. It's like you want to collab with somebody. You don't want to compete. We don't need that. You're already queen bee here. Let's clarify that though. This one wants to come out. We got the Nine of Wands here. Yeah, you're that Jedi. You're protecting your treasure. You don't need none of that, none of that bullshit. Like that honey is for whoever's willing to grow with you. Not just trying to take your crumbs. Two of Wands here. There's gonna be that door's gonna open when we make a choice to grow, or do we stay, or do we turn a blind eye? But something needs to change for sure. And with the death and the Fool here, it's like something's ending for something to begin. But take the leap because your journey is clear. And you know, you create your own life. Like you make your own luck, your destiny. That's you. You decide what you want. You are the queen bee. And yes, growth can be very slow and very painful sometimes. But when you really want something, you got to keep putting in the work without knowing if you're going to get the little pea or you're going to get the ring or you're going to get the cloth. You can't keep yourself stuck because you're afraid to get the cloth. Let's take a look at the advice though. Ride ends. Choose arm position. Definitely, again, with the death, a cycle is ending. And you had the underworld here too. So what are we going to do? Be sad about anything that we can't really change because it's already happened? Or are we going to be happy because we're done with that cycle? We're over it. Next we have extremely slow long-term growth. Okay, again, the growth can sometimes be slow and painful, but anything that happens too quick usually leaves just as quick. So anything that has been very slow and very like it's for the long term. It's not something that's just gonna come in and come out. So be thankful for those. Anything that goes really slow will stay long term as well. Don't fuck with the seeds so you see if it's rooted. Show up. And yeah, what I'm getting is like, it's your life. The universe is just along for the ride. It's just going to grab its popcorn regardless of what you choose. So show up for yourself. And I'm being drawn between 42 and 43 here. Lots of 40s. Oh, 40 here. But 41 is missing. And then 4, we have stability, and 1 is yourself. So it's almost like your sense of security. It needs to, this is probably what we need to work on. That's why we're being so guarded here. Just remember, whatever you choose, the universe is just along for the ride. You're the creator of your own world and destiny. So make your wish. And if you don't get what you want, we'll make it again and then be a little more clear. I feel like taking a couple more here. I have these two. Temperance. Queen of Wands. Again, with the Queen Bee energy. Definitely, we have the Lovers underneath here. Yeah, like balancing out here. And the Queen of Wands is very attractive. So the more you work on your spirit, the more you attract those things that you want. If it didn't work the first time, it's because you weren't attracting at your very best. We could have been maybe grabbing on too much instead of just going with the flow and like with your hands up in the air. But I'm going to leave your reading at this pile 3. If you picked a different pile, we'll see you there. If not, we'll see you another time. And if you're looking for more ways to support me, I do have these crochet patterns on my website. That's going to be in the description box, as well as all the decks that I used to date. They're all going to be down there as well. But yeah, bye guys. Pile 4, welcome to your reading. If you chose this Rainbow Fluorite Ghostie, as well as the Kenaz rune, which is all about enlightenment, skills, and learning. If you watch the astrology part, then you already know all about this, but October 28th is going to be a day all about enlightenment, so this date might be important for you. So this is going to be the main energies, I guess, for this reading, if you're drawn to this pile. If not, then this might not be the pile for you. You can always go back and pick a different pile. But let's take a look. As always, we're going to be looking at the theme, the challenges, how to overcome the challenges, the blessings, and how to attract the blessings. And then take a look at any sort of advice that Spirit has for us. So let's start with the theme. All right, we have Poe. Time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Learning something new, staying with the theme. So there's your confirmation right there. Welcome to your pile. Let's clarify the past energies that are influencing this. The Strength. Okay. Yeah, so definitely what I'm getting here, it's almost like we got the 3 of Cups here. The strength to like get out of our comfort zone. It's like we've already built up the strength for that. Let's clarify the future energies influencing this. We have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, getting out of our bubble, definitely. It's almost like going after our spirit tribe here, almost. Underneath here, we have the 9 of Wands. Again, feels a lot like strength. But definitely anything you're going to be learning at this time is going to be very beneficial for you. Especially anything that is out of the ordinary is what I'm getting. Because Poe is just like Edgar Allan Poe. Very almost dark and completely weird. That's okay. Weirdness is just limited edition. And I'm also getting to brush up on your techie skills, for sure. Use the technology and gadgets. Definitely a time to be doing that right now. If you've been scared of AI, maybe read up on it. Let's take a look at the challenges. We have invisibility, authenticity. Okay, feeling misunderstood could come up. Especially that I was getting that with the past energies here. Seem to be related with like a crowd type of energy. It's like we're feeling invisible in the crowd. But let's clarify that. We have the Page of Pentacles with the sherbet brains. Yeah, it's like you need brain food. It's like time for brain food. Get that book. Get on that YouTube and like search what you want to learn. Need for a change here that you're doing yourself. I'm also getting it could be a good time to like get a VPN to like for the invisibility here. Read up on those maybe. Could be a very beneficial thing for you. Because I'm getting very Seven of Swordsy energy. But like the kind that's like you're stealing the swords so you don't have to go to war type thing, like preventative. So definitely look into that. Let's take a look at how to overcome these challenges. Yeah, here we go. I mean, this is for adults. I only put these videos out for adults, but whatever. Greet the darkness, 19. Here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole, but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. Definitely dark side energy. Your dark side doesn't want to be invisible anymore. Yeah, your Seven of Swords doesn't want to stay invisible anymore. It wants you to use it so you don't have to go to war. Oh, definitely wants to show up. We got the Two of Swords. And with the Two of Swords here, and with the Seven of Swords that I have in mind, it's like, take the two swords. So with the Five of Swords is usually like winning at all costs. It's like you just need the two swords to win. You just need to make the choice to learn about something here. We have the Three of Cups here. Could be somebody in your entourage might be able to help you out with that for sure. Let's take a look at the blessings. We have Yang, which is all about the masculine energy, proactivity, expression, doing, and moving and forward motion. But I wanted to say moving forward. So it's like the blessing is almost like you're going to feel a lot safer to move forward if you do all that research. Because you're going to be proactive. It's like it's not only safe, but it's going to be proactive in your movement because you're going to know about all this stuff. You're going to know where you're going. You can't know if you don't research, right? So, and with the darkness here, it's like shadow work is all about protection as well. It's like using your cleverness so you don't get cut. And you know, you got to acknowledge that the world is not all rainbows and butterflies. There's good and bad and everything. It's like just complete random example. You're trying to get a job and you get the job, but like you're single having fun and you get the job, but you took the job from this like single mother that has like 3 kids. See, there's the balance. There's good and bad in everything. It's not just because it's good for you doesn't mean that it's good for somebody else. There's always that balance. Good and bad is something that us humans, like the universe has nothing to do with that. The universe don't care. It's just energy to the universe. So use that darkness as well. And the darkness is like, you don't, like, we all have it. Some of us just keep it more mysterious and more hidden, but it's all there. Just because you don't say it doesn't mean that, like, people that are very sensitive don't feel it. They definitely, when you're not being true to yourself or to others, people that are sensitive definitely feel it. But let's clarify here. The Magician. But what came with the Magician is manipulation, but not the bad manipulation. Again, it's being proactive. You're manipulating the energies so you don't have to go to war. I'm not talking about manipulating people here. That's different. When you're trying to manipulate something that has nothing to do with your own energies, that's the bad side of manipulation. Of the Three of Swords, that's where we get breaking hearts, not just our own, but other people as well. Let's take a look at how to attract the blessings, though. I am passionate. Definitely drawn to the moths, again, with the darkness. And it's like, you're going to be able to show that darkness as well, that, like, if you need it. You don't need to use it all the time, but when you do, it's there, and you know it's there. And, like, it's like the moths here, they're like butterflies, but they're from the dark. And they're butterflies too. They're just as beautiful. So their darkness is just as beautiful. And this has been coming out in, like, pretty much all of the piles. So I guess the universe really wants to drive that down. There's nothing wrong with the darkness. Darkness is not evil whatsoever. That's a people concept. So don't be afraid to go after what your heart desires. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, like, don't be left out of the dark here. Left out in the dark. Out in the cold. That's how your darkness feels. It feels invisible to you. Almost like you're trying to be too nice. There's a time and a place for everything. And there's absolutely a time for your darkness. Knight of Swords here. Getting, again, very Seven of Sword vibes. But, yeah, it's time to get into your zero fucks era. Zero fucks given. No. Just the darkness needs to come out. And it's like, you're completely okay with fate. Man, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Somebody does not want me to, or somebody or something does not want me to let you know that it's okay to be in your dark side. But honestly, it is. And you know what? I'm going to keep going. I'm going to leave it all the little weird things happening. This is the second time now that, like, this reading has not been able to, like, keep going. But I'm keeping on. You know what? Let's keep it rolling. So let's take a look at the advice here. Who cares if we become nothing? We were all once nothing. Yup. Who cares? Zero fucks given. I'm telling you guys, this is the time. Just shine brightly, unapologetically, all of you. Like, be the shade in the brightness. Be the light in the darkness. Be whatever the hell you want to be. still not failing enough. Well, yeah, see, and all these things happening in the readings, and I'm still going on because you know what? It's now I know. I have to make sure that all my things are charged, all my space, I have enough space on everything, and I have to make sure, well, I don't know what that last thing was, but whatever. It's still not failing enough, and that's fine. I'm okay with it. Cause you know what? I'm gonna keep shining in the darkness. Yep. You don't hate yourself, you hate not being yourself. For sure. See, because if we're not if we're not both of our energies, the light and the darkness, the masculine and the feminine, sorry, then we're not really ourselves. We're just showing one part of ourselves, but all of ourselves wants to be shown. So don't hide yourself. Like, make sure that you do your research, especially in this time. Brush up on your technology if you need to, because that'll give you the tools to yeah, be in your darkness. Because you know what, when you know, you're not in the dark. You like, and you don't have to show everybody that you don't need to show negative darkness. Negative darkness is like when you're just yelling for no reason. Like, if you need to do that, like, you don't need to do that against somebody else. That's that, like, bad energy, bad manipulation. And again, this is something that we as humans bring into the consciousness. It's not something that the universe has anything to do with. Everybody has different, like, everybody's at a different stage in their lives. If we're not getting along with somebody, well, why are we forcing it? Just move along. You don't need to yell at the person. Obviously, like, don't waste time arguing. There's no point in that. Like, if it's about an opinion, especially, because everybody has a different opinion, and an opinion is just that. It's an opinion. It's like, it's not nothing about facts. It's what you think about something. That's what an opinion is. So don't waste time debating. Like, if you don't agree, you don't agree. That's like, agree to disagree. And okay, we got the Six of Pentacles here that wanted to show up, and I that's weird because I actually wanted to pick two more cards. So Six of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Swords. See if it'll focus here. There we go. Three of Swords. Coming out right underneath, like, you hate not being yourself. That's where the Three of Swords is coming from. And the Six of Pentacles is all about sharing. Share where you, like, how you failed. Like, who cares? Who cares if you failed? You saw one thing that you can't, like, it's not happening. Very distracted by hair here. Maybe some of you need to vacuum. Maybe that'll help you clear out the clutter. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways, I'm getting distracted here, but that's okay because I'm still not failing enough, and I'm okay with that. So this is what I have for you, pile 4. I hope this this was as entertaining for you as it was for me. If you'd like to support me, find more ways to support me, a like, share, subscribe is always a good way to do that. And I also have these crochet patterns if you're looking for a little bit of inspiration or anything that that will not rot, little pumpkins that will not rot, and you're good with your hands, you can get a try for those. And then yeah, if you picked a different pile, we'll see you there. If not, we'll see you in another reading.